how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
You've been part of offenses where the defense has kind of been the thing that takes over, and there's two ways that this can go, especially when you're winning. To the Broncos' credit, there doesn't seem to be some hemming and hawing in the locker room out of the offensive players. But if you look at Philly's got kind of the same thing going on where they're winning football games with not a lot of offense. And A.J. Brown has made his voice heard about what he thinks about that. What do you think the inner workings of the locker room are between the offensive and defensive dynamic right now?
Yeah, I could say that I was probably a bit of a diva a little bit. Right? Like, I'm just being honest. I love making plays, you know what I mean? And sometimes that didn't show in the best ways. I ain't taking it as far as A.J. Brown taking it, right? Like, I try to keep it, in-house, but I don't think that the Broncos have any divas. I've been around Cortland. Cortland's not a diva at all. He's a team first guy, and he's going to do whatever he needs to do to go in there, even when he is frustrated. Because I know that deep down he's frustrated a little bit, right? Because he's really not getting involved, and I know he's frustrated, but he's not going to express those frustrations, right? He's not gonna blast it out, and I got a lot of respect from that standpoint. Sometimes, do I think that he probably not going about it the right way? I would want the ball because he's a playmaker and he can help the offense out. Right. So, yeah, he's a team first guy. But at the end of the day, if you know that you can help the team out, express that concern that I just want to help the team. But as far as like this team right here, like I go back and I look at the 2015 Broncos. Would you guys say that we had the top offense in the National Football League?
No, probably not. No.
Not at all. No. I mean, we were struggling, and the defense was backing us up to the point that now, even when I'm around no fly zone, they like, this is our Super Bowl. To leave and Chris Harris and all those guys, this is our Super Bowl. But, at the end of the day, collectively, like me and DT and Peyton and CJ and all of the guys on offense, we made the necessary plays to get in and out of games. And sometimes that's the National Football League, and sometimes it's how I go, but it's about winning. And so I think that the locker room is built the right way. And I poke my chest out every single time, and I've been saying this for years. And it's because of Sean Payton. I believe in that guy 100%. That he's gonna put us in the right position to get out of games. Now, as far as winning the Super Bowl, it might be a tough challenge, right? But we have a chance, and that's what I'm excited about.
The Altitude Daily, the morning sprint.
Gus Malzahn. And they understand it, man, because that's a big part of the philosophy of Gus Malzahn is use the quarterback as a primary ball carrier to complement your run game, to get your numbers right.
That's how Bo Nix beat Alabama as a freshman.
That's how it happened. And it's how Cam Newton became a competent football player outside of just a freakish athlete that's 6'6.5" and 270 pounds of twisted steel.
Dude, that Heisman Trophy national championship year at Auburn for him was so good.
Why not part of some of that world that we're talking about?
Well, because Bo's not six. Bo isn't Derrick Henry.
I said part of it. You don't need it 20 times a game. You need it 4 to 6 times a game. You need it in the red zone. You need it to get a first down when you're in a rut. When you watch these Broncos and it's a punt fest, and all we see is your Australian punter, Croshank, is out there, and it's boom, 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 boom.
Hey, now, it was a bad game. The week previous, he was sensational.
Well, the great thing about Croshank is that he is the most repped player at the position. Well, he's got the most reps of any punter in pro football right now, 53 of those puppies and counting. But the problem I see with the Broncos, when they go on that 3-and-out binge, it doesn't seem like there's anything that Sean Payton does rhythmically to change it up. Why not call a pin and pull scheme and get Bo Nix on the perimeter? Just to get something going. Maybe Bo will actually get into the game if he takes a big lick. Maybe somebody like Drew Tranquil hits him hard, and it's like, let's go. And you see Bo get up in his face. Remember, like, last year against the Raiders, he got up in Max Crosby's face. That's the kind of stuff that I think activates Bo, gets him into athlete mode, gets him into response mode faster. then the actual enormity of a fourth quarter, then Bo does most of the time come back.
You need immediate stimulus for Bo to respond rather than crap. Tails between my legs, 3 straight 3-and-outs. Now I need to. I understand that. It's shock therapy.
And I know this to be true. There has been a time where Sean Payton is just, all right, man, we got nothing to lose at this point. We're down 17. What do you want to run? Why don't you do that 0-0 when the game starts? Hey, got nothing to lose. We're the worst offense right now last 2 weeks in pro football. What do you want to run, Bo? What do you like? You want a little tempo? You want a little quarterback run? What do you want? You know, RPO? You want some RPO? Cool. That, to me, is the key. Troy Rank had a great article this morning in the Denver Post. It was about that very topic. And I said it last year when I was writing for the Denver Gazette. I believe wholeheartedly, Sean's got to do more of learning Bo and adapting to Bo than Bo needs to do adapting to Sean.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
What are some of your favorite numbers recently out of Nikola Jokic? Anything just absurdly stand out to you?
I just think the efficiency of the shooting's been ungodly, and stuff that we haven't seen before in this league, especially from someone that doesn't just dunk the ball all the time. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. And then on top of that, I just think the minutes, to be honest, has been good for us, keeping them down a little bit in the lower 30s, which I know won't be the whole season. But what he's doing right now statistically with the minutes he's playing and the efficiency he's shooting the ball is, it's second to none.
And then you bring Giannis in, or Valanciunas in, and it's the same thing, right? And you've talked about that a couple times, David, that he's playing 16 minutes and he'll have 15 points and 6 rebounds. The efficiency from that position, from starter to backup, has got to be as high as any time in the league anywhere with the starter and a backup.
Yeah, and also, I mean, tale as old as time. If you can post up a guy on the road, it calms everybody down. When the Clippers go on a run or whoever we're playing, and have a backup center you can just turn out, throw the ball inside, and let him take his time and score baskets is such a big deal for your defense, for your emotions. Having both those guys is a blessing. And then just the overall leadership, of both guys, just their approach to the everyday, process of what this is has been so impressive. So, yeah, we're really lucky to have Giannis. I wish we had Giannis, by the way. But both guys have been so impressive, Scott, and it's a credit to what they've done in their careers and the preparation part of it. And like I said, to have both is incredible. To turn my back and say, hey, Nicole has to come out and put Valanciunas in the game it's a good feeling.
And you've talked about this also with Jonas, the ego. I mean, this guy started in the league for the past 10 years, basically, right? I mean, and he's an egoless player, which when you talk about what you guys are trying to build with character, you added 4 guys really that are that. I mean, Bruce Brown, Hardaway, Johnson, Valanciunas, all 4 of those guys are they play with humility, professionalism, and egoless.
Yeah, no, it's 100% correct. And they're guys that have been through a lot in their careers, and they've seen the highs of an individual career where they were starters. Bruce has seen a championship. The other guys, multiple playoff experiences. So it's, when you add veteran guys, it's not just about adding veteran players. And that's where I give Ben and John a lot of credit. It's not just the names, it's how they fit. And all these guys fit because they just want to win. And the process of winning is hard in this league. So it's, so far, I mean, we're only 11 games in, but these guys have all been so impactful, and they've changed a lot of the narrative of who we are, and they've allowed me to, mess with the rotations and keep minutes down.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
Trying to balance things because I want to be fair to a kid in his second year as an NFL quarterback, but I will say this. Listen, and anybody that listens to this show for more than the last year, I've had my doubts about this thing from the beginning. Now, I'm not ready to say those doubts are becoming truly realized here yet because they've won a lot more games than I thought they would, quite frankly, with him at quarterback. So there you go. But the reality is, and we saw it against the Raiders, and I've talked about it a number of times, The throws that you've been living off of, they are absolutely taking away. They are not giving you the quick slip screen anymore. They're up to what you like to do, that are those rhythm throws that used to get him feeling good. Bo has got to show the NFL, I can do other things, or you're not going to get those easy throws for you back. And it would start with what you said. If you're going to get, when Mims or Franklin or anybody else gets deep behind the secondary, you've got to hit that play. You got to move them off. If you want the short stuff that you built this offensive off of a year ago, you've got to back up the defense, and you're not doing it right now because they don't believe that you're going to hit the throw. Yeah. It's basically they've become a bunch of Missouri residents, the show me state. Show it to me. Show me that you're going to hit that play, and then we'll worry about it. But right now, it feels like the further this goes along and the longer they go to hit one of those plays, the defense is not worried about it. They don't believe you can do it. So you better show them. And you better show you got some other throws in your bag because, again, they are taking away everything that you were comfortably living off of to this point. And the Raiders, it was a clinic on it. A clinic on it. They were waiting on your screen. They were waiting on that quick stuff. Yep. And so don't tell me Spagnuolo's not going to do that.
He cannot, and I said it earlier in the show, he cannot be captain check down this week. This is a fast, good tackling defense. They will rally to the ball. They will keep you in front of them, okay? Like, really, the best clinic on how to play a Bo Nix offense, Jesse Minter of the Chargers put it on earlier this year. And that's largely what everyone else has done. Now, there's some teams like Cincinnati and Dallas that just, like, they have no personnel. They don't have anybody they can put back there. But largely, if you have professional defensive backs, They can handle what you're throwing at them. The ball has to be out. It has to be out on time. And it's not always going to be open. Sometimes you've just got to find it. And when it is open, you can't miss. You have to throw the thing in rhythm and hit a guy.
And hit a guy in a good spot, too. But I know that some guys could have laid out, and they absolutely have to this game if it happens. But you got to start hitting guys or they can catch and run.
It's become blame game in this town, and what I think is comical about this is if you're asking me who is better at their job, Sean Payton at being a head coach or Bo Nix at being a quarterback, I'm taking Sean Payton 100 times out of 100.
Okay, but
quarterbacks
Sean insisted this guy could do it.
He sure did. He sure
told the world
did.
And told the world all summer. And now it feels like maybe he's starting to say something else to the world that is known as his guys.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.